Hi guys, it's me. I wanted to mention something that someone said to me yesterday, and it's regarding um, like people feeling stuck, like feeling like nothing is changing in their lives, and um, well, sometimes yeah, it's normal to feel this way. But the thing is that sometimes we feel that we're having bad luck, right? This is a wheel of fortune. Sometimes we feel like we're having bad luck, but what happened is that sometimes we are refusing to learn a lesson. And the reason why the universe brings it back is in order for us to do something different this time. A lot of times, people will, I don't know, and instead of facing a problem, they will run away from the problem, right? Or like those guys that say, like, oh, I'd rather change you than do whatever you want me to do. And sometimes it's not like the person wants you to do something, right? Or wants to force something on you. It's the fact that maybe you're doing the same thing over and over. And that's what happens. Like, you feel like you're stuck, but in reality, it's like you keep having the same problem just with different people every time. And it's going to continue. You're going to feeling and being in this wheel of fortune in reverse, like stuck. You're going to feel like you're stuck. You're going to feel like some guy like on Facebook one day, he posted something saying like, I need help. What should I do? My new wife is starting to act like my ex-wife. And everybody was trying to help the best they could, but I opened my mouth and I said, have you considered maybe they're not the problem? Maybe the problem is you. And he right away he made another post saying like, well, you know what, I didn't come here to be judged and I didn't come here to be attacked. And I told him, I said like, look, I didn't mean to offend you, and this is actually the way somebody that doesn't want to face their problems will act. They will get really upset and they will start attacking you, and instead of saying, okay, let's talk and let's figure out how can we resolve this. But instead, our ego starts acting up, right? And we start like getting defensive and feeling like we're being attacked and stuff. And I told him, I said like, look, I've been in situations where I thought like the other person, it was their fault. But in reality, it was my fault. I realized that sometimes that happens. Like sometimes we do things like that we think we're right, but in reality, we're not. And when it keeps happening to you over and over and over, which is the wheel of fortune in reverse, where you feel like you are being stuck, the same thing keeps happening to you with different people. And you're like, I don't understand why everybody that I date or that I marry is the same way. Well, you need to, if this is happening to you, you need to sit down for 15 minutes or 5 minutes if you don't have 15 and and you need to start questioning yourself and start being honest with yourself and say, what am I doing wrong? I mean, this keep happening to me with different people, the same problem. I keep facing the same problem over and over. But the thing is, like I said, the universe will bring you the same lesson in order for you to take a different action. If you didn't take action on the previous lesson, then you need to take action on the next one in order for you to fix it, because this is when it start feeling like we're having bad luck, and it's actually not. It's very simple. Don't resist any changes. Don't resist them. Another thing is like, don't compare your life because this is aside from this. But I also, they were also talking about, feeling insecure, feeling like, feeling like you're not good enough. And sometimes, like, we base that on whatever we see on social media. And that's another thing that I want to say, like, don't ever compare your life to the life of other people on social media, because, well, social media is just social media. It's like watching a movie. It's like, some of these things are not even real. Some people that you see, like, that they're perfect, their skin is flawless, they don't even look like that in real life. It's all about filters and the right lighting and all this kind of stuff. So don't really compare your life. Please don't do that to yourself. Don't compare your life to the life of other people. Don't compare your life to the pictures that you see on social media. Just because you see somebody driving a nice car, it doesn't mean that they're rich or that they're doing good in life. It just means that they're driving an expensive car. I drive an expensive car, and it's like, I'm not rich. I just drive a car that is, expensive. But that doesn't mean that, like I said, that I'm rich, that, that nothing faces me in life. It just means that it's a car. And that's the thing that, I wanted to say, like, don't ever, if you feel like, oh, everything is going well for other people except for me, based on what you see on social media, please don't do that. Don't do that, because, like I said, it's probably like, I know it's all about appearances. It's all about, like, smiling and looking happy, and look at me, I'm at the beach, or look at me, I'm doing this and that. But in reality, we're all trying to find our place in life. So yes, don't do that to yourself. Don't ever compare your life to the life of someone else, especially on social media. And even with your neighbors or whatever, don't. We all have different paths in lives, and we're going, a stage by a stage by a stage, a step by a step in our lives. So whatever path I have, it doesn't belong to someone else, because why? It's my path. And the same thing, like, I can't compare myself to, like, let's say, like, why I'm not Miss Universe, and I get all bitter and hurt. And why? Because first of all, I got 2 kids. Miss Universe has never had any kids. So it's like, it's ridiculous for someone to be comparing themselves to someone that has a different path or a different life. It's not right. It's idiotic. And that's what I want to say. Like, don't feel like your life is crap because, of what you see on social media. Don't. And if you have lessons that you that keep repeating and repeating with different people, or don't, have a talk with yourself and be honest with yourself. Don't run away. Don't run away from your problems. This person over here is one that runs away from their problems. Face them. Face them so you don't have to repeat the lesson, so you don't feel like you're stuck, so it doesn't happen to you with someone else, because it's going to keep repeating. The lesson is going to keep repeating until you finally get it. And the universe is like, oh my God, finally. This person, how many times this has to happen to this person in order for this person to actually realize that the solution was in his or her hands from the beginning? But, don't keep feeling like everything is going wrong or whatever. No, it's a lesson that you haven't learned. So just have a talk with yourself, be honest with yourself and say like, look, what am I doing wrong? Why this keeps happening to me with different people? It's time to act and take a different approach, a different form of doing something in order for you to remove the stick that is, preventing the wheel to keep moving. That's all it is. That's all it is. Don't feel stuck. It's, and if you think that you can do it alone, then find somebody with knowledge, somebody that you respect, somebody that a professional. This could be a professional person, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, whatever. It doesn't, those doctors don't mean that you are crazy. No, it just needs, like, they're gonna explain it to you in a way that perhaps you can open your mind and say like, oh, listen, yeah, that makes sense, totally makes sense. So, and you're probably gonna be like, okay, well, if this doctor is telling me this, I mean, there has to be something there, right? And it's gonna explain it to you. This is why they go to school for. They're gonna explain it to you in a way that you won't feel judged, that you won't feel like, they have something against you, or they're just telling you out of something out of like, just to tell you or to blow you off. No, find people that you respect, people with wisdom, people that have been doing something for years and that have the experience. Find somebody, find help if you need to, and if, like I said, there is a lot of free help on YouTube, professionals, doctors talking about these things, that it can help you. Spiritual videos, the same thing. One thing that spiritual people have in common that I have noticed is the fact that life have kicked their ass, right? And this is how they became a spiritual. And I know, like, people need to have proof that something like, what is spiritual? Like, do you have proof? Like, but that's the thing. We don't need to have proof. Just believe. Believe. That's the thing that you need to do. Believe. And things will get clear. You're going to start experiencing a different way of seeing life. So, yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't, and things will, like I said, be clear for you in a way that you can understand it and don't feel like you're being attacked or hurt. No. So yeah, well, that's all I want to talk about. And just find help. You'll be okay. And like I said, don't compare your life to anybody's. Don't even worry about what other people are doing. That's their life. Different path, different ways. Never ever compare your life to the life of others. You shouldn't even worry about what other people are doing. Just do your life. Like, pay attention to what you're doing. Okay, bye.